Hey guys, what's going on? It is your boy, Mr. Tag. Today I'm here with a brand new deck, brand new idea, brand new deck profile. So, you're probably thinking, what am I looking at here? I see skill drain right there, but what am I actually looking at? Well, what you're looking at is a Dino ritual deck that also just takes advantage of the fact that, Doomdo's in the deck, but also that Fossil Dig exists. Which is it's kind of crazy to think about that a better rotor technically is that 3 in the format while rotor's at 1. So let's just quickly go through the card by card and I'll explain my choices and why they're here. And also I'm saying I think there's actually a better version of this deck you could play. There's some cards I'm already thinking, oh, we should probably swap a couple of those around just to make it a bit better. But this is the deck list I have in the replays, so this is what I'm going to show you. So first play 3 Frostosaurus. So why is this here? This is the biggest 1 tribute monster in the game. 2600. 1 tribute and is searchable by Fossil Dig. Now, we can't send it off of ARA, so here's an argument to cutting maybe one of this, since it is searchable, can't be sent by ARA, and you don't want to draw in multiples. So if you wanted to cut one of this, maybe add a Sangan, so we can search our Manju better. I'll be down for that. I'll be down for that. But otherwise, we've got 3 of him. We've got 3 Gene Warped Werewolf. It's one of the very few 2K normals in Edison format. And that's basically why he's here. He's not a dinosaur. He's not an insect. But he's 2K. And 2K beats most of the normal summons in Edison format. It's beating the aliases. God, it's beating Stratos. It's beating all your other 1900s. Thunder King Ryo. It beats all of them. How good is that? And then we have Insect Knight, 1900. He's also combos with Doomdozer. And he's the target we want to send off ARA, but sometimes you draw this, you draw 2 of these. You can't do that. Hence why we've got the other swath of level 4 normals. We're playing 1 Archfiend Soldier, so he's the other 1900 that's not searchable. Here, outside of cutting Frostosaurus, you could also cut this for, say, a Sangan. If you want to just get Manju or to the Gale as well. But otherwise, that's why he's here. Just another 1900. So then we also play Sabersaurus. So this is a 1900 Dinosaur. So we do kind of want them in the deck just in case we draw our Insect Knights. But we also want to be able to add them with Fossil Dig just so we've got a 1900 beater as well. So you always play 3 of this. It's just crazy that it's just searchable. Like this and this are just always searchable. We always have 6. We always have 6 of them really. And then we're on to our effect monsters. So we have 3 Doomdozer. I mean, this should be pretty self-explanatory. Ideally, RA, we send 2 of these, then we can drop the Doomdozer whenever we want. If we draw too many of these, hopefully they're in the graveyard, so we're going to drop this anyway. And, if the game goes long, maybe you got 1 of these in grave, and then 1 more of these in grave, then you can summon another one. But hopefully the game doesn't go that long. We also play 3 Manju, because obviously this can search our ARA or our Ritual Monster, which I have not revealed yet. And if you haven't guessed it by the thumbnail, then we'll get to it very, very soon. Let's play a Gale. So this opens up Synchros if we need them. It also cuts down big monsters. So let's basically all our monsters beat over, Goyos, Brios, Stardust Dragons, Red Meds, Red Dragon Archfiends. As long as we got another one of them on the field, obviously. And obviously, he's probably the best, one of the best tuners in Edison format that's not called Plague Spreader Zombie. And our our ritual of choice is Shinado, King of a Higher Plane. So, what does this card do? Well, basically, it's a level 8 ritual, so you have to send monsters until it equals 8. When it destroys the defense position monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you inflict damage equal to that monster's original attack, which is okay. But why are you playing this over something like Demise? Well, first off, this is the biggest level 8 you can get. It's bigger than the Masked Beast, so it's 33. And secondly, under Skill Drain, we don't really care about this monster's effect. In the games I played, it never came up. So when we got Skill Drain up, we're still summoning a 3300 beater, which is really, really cool. You can modify this deck a bit, so you got more darks, so you could play like the Masked Beast, and you could play like maybe more Archfiend Soldiers, and you can play like Allure once you got Sangan in the deck as well. But I think 3300, it's just big. And maybe the effect comes up. But it probably won't. Now for our spells and traps. Not many spells. So we're playing Trunade. So why are we main decking Trunade and not Heavy Storm? For one thing only, really. Skill drain. So, say our opponent's done some stuff with skill drain, so they can't do stuff, but then we draw into like a Manju, and we haven't yet got to Shinado. It would kind of suck to have to drop the Manju for no effect, right? But what if you could bounce our skill drain and their back row, summon Manju, get the search, summon Shinado, then have skill drains back up again? That's pretty good. That's why we play Trunade instead of Heavy Storm. We're also playing triple Fossil Dig. Obviously, like I said before, just adds a level 6 or lower Dinosaur. Which, I mean, the Dinosaurs in Edison Format are not great. The best one is like that super ancient Dino Beast, but you can't even search out with this card. So really, our best targets are Sabersaurus and Frostosaurus. That's why I play 3 of this. I play Brain Control, mainly go with Gale or our Frostosaurus. ARA, self-explanatory, send out 2 normals from the deck, summon Shinado, and we're off to the races. Mystical Space Typhoon to help pop back row. We're playing a lot of traps here, which is also another reason why we play Trunade and not Heavy Storm, because we don't want to really be destroying our own back row. So we play Return from a different dimension. Doomdozer banishes these. Our opponent's probably going to be bottomlessing or trying to dimensional prison our Shinados or our big monsters. This is just like just the end push to get that final damage in and go for game. We play Triple Common Charity. Played all the normal monsters. 3, 6, 9, 10, 13 normal monsters. This is live a lot of the time. It's worse than Lure because we can't play it as soon as we draw it. But we get to play 3 of it, which you can't do with a Lure. Mirror Force because it's broken. We played 2 Just to Break because it's like second Mirror Force. Kind of. So unfortunately this also does destroy our own Doomdozers, our own Manjus, our own Gale, and our own Shinado. I would probably either side this or cut it to 1 and put a Torrential in here. In its place. Just in case. Yeah, this did not come up at all. Or when I drew it, I didn't want to put it down because I already had Shinado or I had Manju or Doomdozer. I was like, I don't want those to die. But a sneaky one of, so it's like having 2 Mirror Forces is pretty good. 2 Deprison, get through those annoying threats that are otherwise kind of annoying to deal with when we don't have Shinado up. Skill Drain. So again, the only monsters I really care about are Manju and Gale. Shinado we don't care if it doesn't have its effect. Doomdozer we don't care because it doesn't have its effect. If we put Sangan in this list, Sangan doesn't care because Sangan triggers in the graveyard. And we can always, like I said before, you can bounce the skill drain back with our Trunade, use our Manjus or our Gales, and then put it back down again. Yeah, ideal world, but it can happen. And play 7 tools of the Bandit, again, just to help push through damage and help push for game. I don't think the extra deck's really that crazy. Double Chimera Attack, Mistworm, RDA, Thought Ruler, Double Stardust for our 2 Starlight Roads, Armor Master because we can make it, Black Rose, Herbellum, Ancient Fairy, and Goyo, Brio, Magical, and Catastrophe. There's nothing here that's too crazy that I don't think people go, whoa, what is that doing in there? Side deck, Double Sidra, good for going second to apply pressure, good for getting rid of those really annoying Machina Fortresses as well. Kaiku, just to break down our opponent's graveyards, stop them from banishing stuff, Miracle Fusion or for value stuff. Patchy, in some situations, hey, having a Patchy and a normal monster that's bigger than all their normal summonable monsters, it's just too good. And our spells, we have Heavy Storm for those matchups where the opponent's playing a lot of back row. Vortex to clear the way of their monsters. Double Nobleman, because Rykos are annoying, Snowman Eaters are annoying, Battle Recruiters can be annoying as well. So just being able to clear the way and then be able to push through is really good. Swords of Concealing Light, I'm really high on this card. I think it's really underrated. Combos, funnily enough, really well. The Nobleman of Crossout. But also, against the big Gigaplant board or Gigavice board, flip all their stuff down, then their board does nothing, and then you can actually break it. And then traps, Bottomless Trap Hole for Black Wings, Heroes, the ones that summon all those big monsters, you can side this in, maybe take out the Juster Breaks. Double Rogues, who play a lot of traps, and we want to protect them, especially Skill Drain, and Judgment, because it's Judgment. Right, well, I think that's it. I think this deck speaks for itself. But guys, anyway, let you guys watch the footage. I'll make your own conclusions, but I think, bit of tweaking, this is It's definitely the way to go forward for dinosaurs and maybe for rituals as well. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the games. Peace.